Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Hayne to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. And all the way up to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Throwing, Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Barkley hit in the ball, pops free. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Recovered by
so a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Buffalo.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Another try for Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. For the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Hayne to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he lost. And he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
We can't have that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Now Wood. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Giants' 5-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bills 14, Giants 7.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Roughing the passer defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry. This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. This is Wood. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Wood. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On play action, Allen. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defensive have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days, because when they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them. Shake them and get to the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Off play action, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Now a toss right to Barkley. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. It's good, and it's 21-10. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come over with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones throw on target to Shepard, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, this is Haney. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium. The Jets in town to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. The Jets locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Carson Wentz has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Buccaneers trying to hold on and claim victory. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wood. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The tackle.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5. Good enough for the 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down now, it's Wood. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5.
It's a gain of...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen from the gun on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways. Take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And 2 at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
By Ed Oliver. The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd and 10.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Pass on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because Let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen off the play fake. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead. The ball comes out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Allen's pass.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
New York ready to go again offensively. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Barkley works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Jones throwing again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The throw taken in by Hamilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
That's complete, right around the 8. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for New York. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now down by 5, 25 seconds remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. And they'll try to run it in with Singletary. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.